Hey Freedom Fighters, this is Kunsang bringing you SFT TV, your source for news, information, and updates. Today is Saturday, November 10th, and this is the weekend edition of SFT TV. So first and foremost from Pile.com, there's an article from the Globe and Mail. Dalai Lama's welcome angers Chinese delegation, Ottawa. The leader of a delegation of Tibetologists backed by the Chinese government yesterday compared Prime Minister Stephen Harper's meeting last week with the Dalai Lama to China officially supporting Quebec separation. Imagine if our government supported the separation of Quebec from Canada. How do you think you would feel? Said Ann Caden, a researcher at the China Tibetology Research Center. Mr. Ann, who is Han Chinese, was speaking at a news conference at the Chinese Embassy of 4 Tibet specialists who are on a cross-country tour of Canada, clearly designed to counter the red carpet welcome the Tibetan spiritual leader received last week in Ottawa. We are here for friendship, but what the Canadian government has done is not a token of friendship at all. He added that the Chinese people remembered fondly the support given to the Communist Revolution by the Canadian hero Norman Bethune, but were hurt by the welcome Mr. Harper gave the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama, already designated an honorary Canadian citizen, had a 40-minute audience with the Prime Minister in his Parliament Hill office and was greeted by the Governor-General at Redung Hall. So folks, this is a direct reaction to His Holiness's popularity for the public and for meeting with these public officials such as the Prime Minister of Canada. And China is really bringing on their offensive. And there are brilliant propagandists, they're brilliant strategists, right? And we know that. So by simultaneously sending out these Tibetologists who are backed by the Chinese government, they are just showing another example of colonialism and tactics of colonialism to become the authority on the country or the peoples that they have oppressed, the authority on the history of Tibet, basically. So they've prepared these Tibetologists, and they're going around throughout Canada at the same time as His Holiness is going around, and they're really reinforcing, as much strength that they have over Tibetan scholarship and Tibetan history, basically. So there's one other article I wanted to show very briefly from the Canada-Tibet Committee. Chinese experts on Tibet say Dalai Lama misrepresents Tibetans. This is from Embassy magazine. 4 Tibetologists say the Dalai Lama's international political meetings have hurt the people of Tibet, and that the monk wants much more than religious and cultural autonomy. 1 week after the Dalai Lama's visit to Canada, the Chinese embassy held a briefing during which 4 Tibetologists shared their views on Tibet and the Dalai Lama with Canadian reporters. Ann Caden, a researcher from China Tibetology Research Center in Beijing, said the Dalai Lama misrepresents the true aspirations and desires of the Tibetan people. Mr. An, a non-Tibetan Chinese, was born and raised outside of Tibet. He said, "The Dalai Lama told a lot of lies while in Canada. Through these years of study and our exchange with our friends in Tibet, what they desire is totally different than what the Dalai Lama talked about in foreign countries." So, first of all, he has no position to say what Tibetans desire or what their aspirations are as a representative of the Chinese government. I think for me, his credibility is pretty much shot from here on in. But to also say that His Holiness's presence in the international community is hurtful to Tibetans in Tibet is also completely ridiculous. So, I mean, I think that you can, think about that on your own, but I just wanted to share that with you before handing it over to SFT Latin America Coordinator Exa. Last time we had a little trouble, but I want to do this and hand it over to you. So everyone have a good weekend. Peace and Momo Grease.
Hello, Freedom Fighters. How's it going? This is Exa from Mexico City. How are you today? Hola a todos, yo soy Exa hablándoles desde la Ciudad de México. ¿Cómo están el día de hoy? So, a lot of things have been going on, and today I will tell you a little bit about the events from last week, namely the Congressional Medal given to His Holiness the Dalai Lama. El día de hoy les voy a platicar un poco acerca de lo que sucedió la semana pasada en Washington, D.C. Estuvimos presentes durante la entrega de la medalla de oro que le fue otorgada a su santidad el Dalai Lama. Les voy a platicar un poco acerca de lo que pasó entonces y de lo que ha sucedido a raíz de la entrega de la medalla. Let's begin then. So last week we witnessed the Congressional Medal ceremony, and it was great. It's been a wonderful experience personally. And I am very happy to tell you that here in Latin America, people followed up the event through the internet and also through different news channels, and all throughout Latin America, there has been news going on in relation to the Congressional Medal and to China's reaction. And at least here in Mexico, these news have been big. Mexicans have followed up what happened in DC, and that's great. We're very happy to hear people were so interested, and so it's good news. En gran parte del mundo se ha visto con beneplácito cómo el Congreso de los Estados Unidos ha homenajeado al 14º Dalai Lama haciendo la entrega de la medalla de oro. Este es el máximo honor civil que se le concede por parte del Congreso norteamericano a una persona. En una transmisión que pudo ser seguida a través de cadenas internacionales de noticias y a través de internet por medio del sitio de la campaña internacional por el Tíbet, se vio a un risueño y siempre bien dispuesto Dalai Lama recibir el homenaje que junto con la entrega de la medalla incluyó discursos de diferentes personalidades que resaltaron su calidad compasiva, su espíritu componedor y su encomiable defensa de la no violencia como forma de enfrentar todos los conflictos, incluso aquellos más dolorosos y duraderos como es el que mantiene su pueblo con el régimen comunista chino. En relación a la reacción de China, ¿qué podemos decir? No es nada buena. Podemos decir que no da señales positivas, solo gestos airados, palabras llenas de cólera, amenazas veladas, amenazas concretas y declaraciones de que ellos son los dueños de Tibet y de que nadie debe de entrometerse en esa posesión que unilateralmente se adjudicaron hace ya 57 años. Nosotros lo que podemos decir es que tal vez tanta inquietud, tanta furia y tanta amenaza se deba a cierto escozor que los invade cada vez que escuchan que un simple monje budista está cosechando en el mundo lo que ellos jamás serán capaces de sembrar. Yo le doy las gracias a mi queridísima Aloma Sellanés por haber escrito este artículo, del cual he tomado un segmento y es el que les he leído el día de hoy a todos ustedes. Si les interesa leer el artículo completo, se los puedo enviar por email, así que escríbanme, no hay problema. Eso es todo por hoy, los veo la próxima vez. Cuando Cal esté de regreso, le mando un saludo a él y a todo el equipo de SFT que están en la India. Yo soy Exa, paz y hasta pronto. Adiós. So this is it for today. I'll be seeing you next time when Kala is back. And for now, big hugs to the SFT team who are in India right now. And I hope all of you are having a good time. And so this is it from my part. Take care. I'll see you soon. Peace and Mama Grace. Bye bye.
No, we gon' get it Olympic, something chick, Luka chick, Ranze Rewa chick, Ichi chick, Nanzo Nyamdo Zom, Nyamdo Lega chick, Japa Machica Leg up, Ranze Rewa gap, Pemi Relap, KCS gap, yeah, Nanzo, Pemi, Samlo Yaputang, Ichi Yapu chick, Kali Mapu gap, Mila Ranze Kor Lap, Ranze Kor shit, Tupo Neto do shit, Ropa Chogo do shit, Missy Songa Dawe do shit,